Time now for this week's edition of the Lowe Down. We are going live this week here on Peacock. The two gentlemen to my left, Tim Howard, Robbie Mustoe, have 5 questions. I don't know what they are.
Never know to call me a gentleman. That's very nice of you.
Oh, you are, Robbie.
Thank you.
Every now and then. 30 seconds to answer each question about the weekend's action. Tim, I think you've got the first one.
Yes, we just heard from Mikel Arteta. He's very, very happy. Has your opinion of the title race changed because of that result today?
I think that my opinion of the title race hasn't changed in that I think Liverpool will win it, but I think it might go a little longer. Both of you said today, if Arsenal lose, title race is done, and I did concur. I did agree with that. Because it would have just been, if they'd lost today and Liverpool had beaten Everton, it would have been 12 points. It's gone. Definitely done in February. I actually think Everton might get something against Liverpool. At least a draw. They might even nick a win. It's such feel-good factor for Everton under David Moyes. So I think in the end, Liverpool are just finding life so easy, they'll win it. But I'm just not sure it's going to be as soon as maybe it would have been. So yeah, it did change my view a little bit.
Question number 2. After watching City today, who's more likely to finish in the top 4, Man City or Chelsea?
That's hard, isn't it? I mean, at the moment, nobody wants to finish in the top 4. Bournemouth losing, Newcastle losing, Manchester City losing this weekend. So Chelsea have a chance tomorrow. So this answer could age terribly. Neither of them really stand out. I'd go Newcastle in the top 4 with Forest Arsenal. I know it's not the question, but that's the answer. Neither of them I'm going at the moment.
Wow.
I keep thinking Manchester City are just going to kind of be City again, find a few runs here and there and finish in top 4 and be like, oh, maybe it wasn't such a terrible season after all. But then today happened, and I think that's going to shake them. John Stones' interview, he was a little bit lost for words. So my answer is neither of them. My answer is Newcastle.
Okay, question number 3. The next time we see Marcus Rashford, he'll be in claret and blue.
So weird.
Yeah, I know. Is Aston Villa a good fit for him?
I don't know, Tim. I don't know if it is. Well, it might from his perspective, I don't think there were many choices. At least he gets to play Champions League football and he's under an excellent manager at a really good club at one of the best stadiums in the country, right? I just don't know if it's a brilliant choice from Villa. Unai Emery, who is a real disciplinarian, gets out players he doesn't like, players who've got, John Duran, case in point, bad attitude, according to reports. Marcus Rashford struggling the last couple of years to turn up on time with his discipline, with his application and training. I'm actually surprised Unai Emery's brought him in. Plus, they're paying 2/3 of his wage, which is over £300 a week, which is over $350,000 a week. So they're paying at least a couple of $100,000. That's going to be the biggest earner at the club. So you've got to come in, you've got to start games, you've got to provide, you've got to produce immediately. Otherwise, the rest of that dressing room is going to be like, hang on a sec, he's on $200,000 a week. You're paying for this, Unai. He's not doing the business, so that could disrupt stuff. So not sure from Villa's perspective. Marcus, sure, but move there. Move closer to Broadmoor. Is it Broadmoor Heath, I think, the training ground? Villa's training ground. Move there, be there, put your heart and soul into it, become a Brummie for 4 months.
So back on transfers. Transfer market closes very soon. Which Premier League club needs to move in these last few hours and days?
Tottenham need to move. Tottenham needs some bodies. They got Kevin Danso in at the back, but they've got more than 10 players injured. And if they're going to progress in the Cups, which we are promised by Ange that they're going to do, whether that's on Thursday in the League Cup or against Villa in the FA Cup or in the Europa League, they need some more bodies. So they've got to bring in a couple of players. They've got 24 hours to do so.
More than Arsenal need something?
It's really hard after a 5-1 win to say that Arsenal need to go and buy Ollie Watkins, isn't it? It's really hard to say. I mean, you mentioned it on the show, they spread their goals around, and maybe that's okay. City have won the title doing that. They've won the title without a striker, so it has been done. There is a precedent. So if it was between the two, I'd still say Tottenham need to do some work. Manchester United need to do some work too, by the way. Fast. Timbo.
1 week until the Super Bowl. Who you got? Chiefs or Eagles? I
mean, how can you possibly bet against Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes, right? Is it three-peat? Which has never been done?
No.
I don't think it's ever been done. I think Patrick just knows how to win a Super Bowl. Doesn't care, apparently, how he does it, what it looks like.
What's your Super Bowl Sunday look like?
Been invited to a party. Yeah, friends of ours always have a Super Bowl party, so we'll be going there. Kids running around, not paying any attention.
Anything?
We will have to bring your own dish. What's that called?
Terrible party.
Is it? Why? Because I don't want.
Your cooking's great.
Thanks,
you'll enhance the party.
Thank you, Robbie. Little gentleman, you over there. It's a good party, and bring your own booze and all of that kind of stuff. and then the game. And
You
of
guys
course,
going to watch the game, though?
on the West Coast, won't be watching much of the game. On the West Coast, it's like earlier. I don't know where the game is. Oh, it's in New Orleans, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or how do you guys say it?
However you want.
New Orleans.
New Orleans. What did you say?
New Orleans. New Orleans. Okay, that's where the game is. Anyway, NFL questions get me every week. The NBC Sports YouTube channel is where this show, The Lowe Down, is available for you every week. The Two Robbies podcast as well. They're about to go and record one of those. A tactics session to get your tactics fix. And Premier League update, which brings you right up to date with everything that happened every single day in the Premier League in terms of goals and action. That was The Lowe Down. Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And if you want even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.